Dear Diary, today we must continue to prepare for winter. Chopping wood for the wood stove for cooking and heat. Use our pigs to till the tomato garden, which is also growing our meat supply. When the sun is completely up, the boys will build a new habitat for their turtles. And I must prepare pie crusts, loaf bread, and granola bars. Thank you, Lord, for your shelter and protection. Psalms 27:5. For in the day of trouble he will keep me safe in his dwelling.
Let me talk to you about raising our own meat. So we have coonies. And what we're doing is we're raising our own pork with coonies by, of course, all right. But we are raising our own pork to be self-sufficient as much as possible with our own meat. And this is a great way to do it. And how we're keeping it sustainable is that Rufus here is our breeding boar, and then Fern here will be our sire. And what they're going to do is we're going to breed them and then continue in this process of, babies and then of course growing more meat and butchering. So pigs are a great way to raise your own meat, and of course they're dual purpose. Look at this. We were here. This is a. They've only been in this spot for 3 days, and this was our tomato garden. What's going on, everybody? As you can see, the tomato garden is completely overrun. I am going to take this moment to collect the remaining of the red tomatoes. I'm going to cut off the zip ties that I have on all the steaks, and then I'm going to bring in the coonies, our pigs, 3 pigs with the electric fence, and I'm going to let them stay in here for like 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, and just let them tear this place up. And then you can see, oh, you couldn't see it on there, but there are tons of stink bugs on here. So we've gotten a really good harvest of tomatoes, but it's just, they're done, and we've gotten a ton of rain, which has caused all this to rot. And so I'm trying to save as much as possible. We've actually had to collect tomatoes pretty early. Meaning like pick them early, because of the rain. They're actually rotting on the branch, like the stems and leaves and plants and all that. And so we're trying to save as much as we can. So sometimes we're picking them green, because even some of the green ones are rotted, which is crazy, What I'm doing is just trying to save what I can save. And then the pigs are coming in here, and then they're gonna be happy. And we're gonna put them to work. All right, so what do I got to do now is when we posted these, we used these fence stakes, because we have like a ton of them, and they worked out really well. And how we held the tomato plant to the stake was just with this the wire tie. So I'm gonna go through and cut all the wire ties off so that we can get the stakes out and get the pigs in here.
What is it?
A spider.
Eli, Maddie, spider!
What in the world?
Look at how silver that is.
You know that reminds me of like melted metal. Whoa. That's a big old juicy one.
Whoa.
Ew. All right, while he is continuing to take all the steaks out and prep it for, have you told him what you're putting in there yet?
Some pigs.
You did? Okay, he's prepping it for the pigs, which that'll be exciting to see how they act in there. I'm gonna help the boys find some worms for their turtles.
Stuart and Bob's hid, of course. Here.
So if you've been watching us, the name was Scott, now it's Stuart, I don't know. Then there's a baby turtle, which we just found. Where'd it go?
I'm gone. This is humongous.
Where'd the baby turtle go?
I don't know.
If you are new here, we have lived here about 2.5 years, and when we first moved in, all the trees started right here and went all the way back. There was none of this. So we got the trees taken down, and then we got the logs milled, and then we created the fences and the goat house. Then we started building our gardens. Okay, we're gonna feed the turtles.
You need to eat. No, eat.
So apparently the turtles aren't hungry yet. But what has really improved our land is chickens and pigs and cows. What do you think about this, Opal? What do you think about this whole big world? All right, let's go get the 3 little pigs.
Eli, go grab my weed whacker that's sitting on the 4-wheeler, please.
Raining hard. Rain.
Yeah, you feel it?
Wet.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard him. It's starting to rain really bad, but he is doing that so that the fence doesn't ground out. The electric fence that he's gonna put there. Okay, so first we need to turn off the Energizer so we don't get electrocuted. Show him your grain.
You gotta show him the grain. Right here.
Piggies.
Here.
All right, move out the way, guys.
Keep going. Show him.
Come on, guys. Go.
There you go.
Oh, let me get to Graham. Graham, you gonna be a big old piggy smack.
Right here.
Come on, bitch.
Ooh. This way. There you go. All right, let's see. This is before.
So another way we're raising our own meat is with chickens, with meat chickens. Now, you can obviously buy Cornish cross from a hatchery, but another way to make this sustainable is by dual-purpose breeds. And a dual-purpose breed lays eggs, but also would become a meat chicken that you could harvest when it got old enough, around probably 3 to 8 months. So this is a great way to raise your own meat, and this also helps add into the overall poundage when you're only maybe butchering 1 or 2 pigs a year, and then you're butchering 50 to 80 chickens a year. Now you got this overall poundage of weight, and you can distribute that, and it works out really, really well. And of course, dual purpose with the rooster and stuff keeps it sustainable, and you can keep fertilizing your own eggs, incubating them, and everything like that. So we are here, and we have this like metal shed. It's 4 by 6, I believe. But what happened is we're going to start using this for our feed storage for our pigs and our chickens. But we've been having mice problems, and as you can see, there's a big gap right here and like all through it, and there's gaps in the fronts and on the sides. So
we're gonna need a spray with this.
So I got spray foam, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray and fill in all the gaps.
Oh, that is pretty nasty.
The humidity is crazy. You can smell my hair. So I'm making an apple pie, or the crust. We already canned the apple pie filling, and My father-in-law's birthday is tomorrow, so I'm just prepping the crust today so that tomorrow I can just put it together, finish putting it together, and bake it up and bring it to him with some other things.
Well, this is the best side we could get of the cow. Look at Cookie. Hey, girl.
Cookie.
So we're talking about raising our own meat, and we went over our pigs, which is for pork, and chickens for chicken, and we're also going to talk about beef. And we butchered one of a cow we had, and that became our own beef, and we ended up getting 269 pounds of beef. And on top of that, we also, raising our own chickens, got 60 pounds of chicken. But how can we make this sustainable? Since Puddin' is our dairy cow and Cookie's going to be another dairy cow, well, the process is to AI her or get a bull and breed her with a Black Angus cross, right? Doing a crossbreed.
Yeah.
And that'll help us keep a sustainable meat source that will be off-grid.
Yeah.
It'll be simple and easy because we aren't trying to involve other processes or other things. We're the ones that are kind of more in control of this, and that'll keep the process going. What do you think?
Yeah. Yep.
And this is a good way for you to look at, because you can't do cows, that's fine. There's chickens are very easy to sustain and keep going. The pigs, if you can do pigs, those are super easy to do. And also if you get a boar and a sour, you can breed them and get that pork process just constantly in like this nice rotation and cycle. And then of course if you're capable of doing cows, obviously do that too. So it's a really good way of being a sustainable meat source. We don't buy any meat from the grocery store, do we?
No, we do not.
What do you think, Puddin'? What do you think, Cookie? Cookie's being a little stubborn and has an attitude right now. She doesn't want to be, like, she'll flee when you come to try to get her. But we're working on her.